Hello and welcome, Gemini. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium, and I'm here to do your weekly read from the 2nd till the 8th of August. So I want to say thank you very much for joining me today. Just remember, guys, I am reading for a few of you, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to pull you guys a full spread from my own deck, the Elysical, and also the Sun and the Moon Tarot, guys. So I'm firstly just going to pull 3 cards randomly from my own deck, and just while I do that, remember, just want to remind you guys, that I do the daily reads, and also on Friday evenings at 8 o'clock, you'll find me here doing a live feed with free readings as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some cards out. And just remember too, guys, you can book a video or phone reading with me anywhere over the world. Just go to my Facebook page or my website under the same name and you will be able to do so. Alright, let's have a look, Gemini. So what my cards are going to do is just sit with the energy of the week, what it is you need to know most, also including Pacifics, and then I'm going to pull a few tarot for you guys. Okay, I wanted to jump on around work with you guys this week, Gemini, because there's a bit of energy there that, like you've got the frustration card and you've got the where are you card followed with the prosperity and balance and bigger picture. And when I'm sitting with that energy, I'm very much drawn to work. And just kind of, for some of you, it's going to be around business, and for others, you know, career as opposed to the job that you're doing right now. But it's that energy of just questioning and sitting back and going, are you putting in the right amount of effort, and perhaps being let down a little bit by people around you, and that kind of feel with it that's there. And it's just sort of asking you to make sure to check in with yourself, basically. It just feels like you're just a little bit off track to where you're supposed to be. Okay. For some of you, it feels like you're going to need to move to the side, but for others of you, it feels like more study, more learning, more training needs to actually come in, and it's time to start putting that into place, okay? So don't let yourself fall into a stagnant point where 5 years goes past and you're sitting back and go, oh, you know, I just needed to do this, but I never got to it. Now's the time to sort of address that energy around you, okay? And taking into account the bigger picture and just sort of out with the old and in with the new that's there. So, you know, for some of you, it's going to be that energy that's sitting around right now and going, yeah, I am ready to start moving forward. And for others of you, it is just that questioning energy of, you know, I'm not quite where I'm supposed to be, and can take a little bit of responsibility and ownership of that, but actually start to do something about it as well, okay? Keep that in mind for those of you that are waiting for work to come in as well. Just keep your energy, your attitude up nice and high. I know it can be quite difficult when we're going through that, you know, tedious kind of nature of job after job after job interview, but definitely just work on keeping your patience up, because I do feel you've got that energy wanting to come in, okay? So right now I want to say that you're not responsible for your stagnation, but just ensure that you don't become responsible for that stagnation by just putting in that incorrect attitude towards it, okay? Now, just looking to see what it's talking about with love, because you do have a few... literally just telling me to split it. So it's almost like I want to touch on the 3 facets of it that's there. And I want to say that the energy is already going to resonate, okay? I don't feel this is an energy that's coming in. I feel like it's an energy that if it applies to you, it's already going to automatically resonate with you, okay? But there is that completions card that sits there, and it's followed straight with the sunset card, okay? So it talks about the end of an era coming through and a completion happening, all right? And some healing needing to happen thereafter. So for some of you, that is a closing out of a relationship, but as I said, it's the end of an era, and I feel like you guys have been aware of this. It's not a new energy that's come into play this week, okay? So just take that only if it resonates, it's there, but it is time to kind of let go. And you've got the security card that sits there with it as well, and they want you to know that you're going to be okay, you know, that your choices and even the lack of choices, but things that you have to make a choice about whether you like it or not, you are safe, you are secure, and that you are going to walk out on the other side of this, you know, with improvements of self and situations. So not an easy thing to go through, but definitely one worth putting in the right energy. I wanted to talk about relationships coming in as well, and what I wanted to talk about that is knowing that past experiences and things like that can't kind of dictate and let the energy go into what's coming forward. So for those of you that are struggling a little bit with love coming in, it's time to kind of just sit and have a look at where your energy is sitting, as far as time to let go, knowing that you are secure, knowing that, letting that healing in, because you've got the love card that comes in. which talks about, you know, that love and trust and happiness and desire within self, you know, towards somebody else. So just give that a little bit of food for thought, guys, okay? You've got the Cycles card, and you've also got, as I said, the improvements of self and things like that. So a little bit of work on self, and little bits and pieces as we've spoken about, but all things that are going to a positive energy, all right? I also do feel this week is a mindfulness week across money as well. You've got the prosperity card that sits there, but I feel like it's almost like we've got to just do a little bit more work on it before we get to enjoy the fruits of our labour, okay? So keeping on the bigger picture, living life beyond the single moment towards the bigger picture, and that includes with your finances this week as well, Gemini. All right, so I'm just going to pull a few tarot for you. I've already given the cards a good shuffle before I started because I am a crap shuffler. That is because when you have a reading with me, I don't use tools. All right. They are a beautiful visual aid for the videos. So your energy for the week is the Hermit, okay? A little bit of soul searching and, you know, time alone needed. But as I said, for those of you that it's applying to with that work energy and that realization of holding self back a little bit or needing to kick back into gear, you know, it pays to spend a little bit of time in self-reflection when you're making big decisions around. And as I said, for others of you as well, there's definitely that relationship energy that we spoke of that's there. So definitely, again, taking some time alone. But you've also got the Lovers card that sits there, and as you know, so, and that's where I say as well, for those of you that are waiting to come in, just kind of do a little bit of release work around, because there is a nice positive energy that sits there with it, and it follows with the Ace of Cups for both of you, okay, which talks about, you know, new beautiful beginnings and emotional opportunities. So as I said, it might be a difficult journey that's there in whichever relevance it sits in, but it's definitely one worth undertaking. Okay, so then you've got the World that comes in, which is full of new opportunities. Seven of Wands, a little bit of frustration, but I think we reflected that through the previous read. And just wanting you to know that you are on top of the situation as well. Don't forget the Seven of Wands always wants you to know that. That World card's jumping at me a lot around business as well. So there's going to be some opportunities that come in to take in some new tasks or to take over to that next step and things like that that's there. So for those of you in business that are waiting for some opportunities to come in, keep your eyes open this week, because I feel like this is a week that you're going to start to grasp those, okay? Beautiful. All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you this week. I appreciate your time today and watching my video. Please show your appreciation by giving me a comment or a thumbs up. Always answer to the comments. Always subscribe to the channel. It's definitely appreciated. But I hope to see you on Friday evening for the live feed. Otherwise, I'll be here for the daily reads. Have a beautiful week, Gemini, and look forward to seeing you again.